Okay, let's start. Yeah, after a long day trip, we're going to, for me, of course, we're going to begin our practice first, taking a time here in seated position to root it down, to ground to this moment. I'm lifting from the chest so the shoulders go back and down. And let's make sure that the shoulders and the elbows are soft and down. And drawing the belly slightly in, chin slightly back, and then towards the chest to stretch the back of the neck. You can keep the eyes closed. You can lower the gaze towards the floor. So the plan here is first just to be aware of the breath. As we feel the breath moving in and out. Let's observe and take the moment to watch the breath happening just in both nostrils. Feel Rana breathing. Feel the breath moving down into the throat, the awareness as you feel the air gently caressing the inner walls of your throat. Bring the attention now to the chest. Notice the chest and the rib cage moving in and out as you inhale and exhale. And down into the belly, lower abdomen. Ballooning the air and the belly out as you inhale. And as you exhale, notice how the belly sinks into the spine as you exhale. Just watch the gentle movement of the breath down the belly. Drawing the hands to the heart center. We take a few deep inhalations and exhalations, releasing any tension. And then slowly lower the hands down towards the floor and bring the shoulders gently down or up, backing down, softening those muscles in your shoulders joints. And then going into the opposite direction. Then bring the hands together, interlacing the fingers and straightening the elbows. And then when you get the arms straight, slowly take a deep inhale and exhale, round the spine and draw the belly in and the chin to your chest. Stretch the back line of your spine in between your shoulder blades. And then bring the hands up to the sky as you find room in between each vertebrae, in between each rib cage. Take a deep inhale and then soften the shoulders, soften the elbows, lower the top of the hands to the crown of the head, Tadaka Mudra. And inhale, straighten and reach the through the upper spine. And then slowly flex the elbows, release it. One more time. Inhale, straighten and reach. And flex and lower, soften any tension in your shoulders. And then rotate the palms forward and then slowly release the hands down by the floor. Bring the shoulders back, forward, down, back, up, forward, and down. One more time. Back, up, forward, and down. Bring the hands again, interlace the fingers, straighten the elbows, and then inhale and exhale. Round the spine again, stretch through the back line of your spine. Take a deep breath, and then slowly bring the hands to the heart center. Take a moment to reconnect with the breath. Deep inhales and full exhales. And then slowly release the hands down. Now bring the right arm to the side, empty position. Place your left hand down towards the floor. Inhale and exhale, release the hand down, left ear to your left shoulder. Head back to center, arm to the side. Exhale, hand down, ear to the shoulder. And keep moving at your own pace, linking the breath with the movement. Feel the opening on the side of your neck. As you slow the breath down in control, you slow down the movement. One more round. Right hand down, head back to center. Inhale, arm to the side. Exhale, hand down, ear to your shoulder. Inhale, left arm to the side. Exhale, the left hand towards the mat, right ear to the shoulder. And keep moving at your own pace. More. Exhale and head back to center. Inhale, bring the arms up and overhead. Flex the elbows, place the hands to your shoulders, and then guide the elbows and make in a circle, and even moving even more the shoulder blades, the upper spine, rib cage, shoulder joints, and going to the opposite direction. And bring the arms down, fingers to the floor, and flex the wrist up. Relax your shoulders and just move hands up and down. Soften elbows, relax your shoulders, make a fist and rotate. And as you rotate, you slowly lower the hands of the fist towards the floor. Let's rotate the wrist in the opposite direction as we bring slowly the arms and the hands rotating up and overhead. Flex the elbows, grab your left wrist with your right hand, relax. Take a deep inhale and the spine goes to the right and back to center. Same side. Inhale, exhale to the right. Press your left hip, make both hips stay even, rooted down on the floor. Back to center one more time. Relax your shoulders and to the right. And back to center, bring the hands down, and then to the thighs, to the knees, elbows around the spine. Elbows in, inhale, bring the arms overhead, grab your right wrist with your left hand, flex the elbows, relax your shoulders. Inhale, press to the right hip, exhale, spine goes to the left. And back to center, and to the left. And back to center, one more. And exhale to the left. And back to center, release, arms out and down towards the floor and towards the knees. Take an inhale again, round the spine, belly in, elbows out, and stretch again in between the shoulder blades. And then slowly, neutral spine, hands behind you, and do the crossing of the legs. Let's windshield wiper the legs a little bit here. And let's come to tabletop position. So gradually we're going to make our way up and placing always, better if you protect your knees with a blanket or a towel, and place the knees wide as your hips as you have your wrist under the shoulders. So that's a neutral spine, and we're going to rock the hips to side like a happy dog. We have the happy baby. Why can't we have a happy dog? Just wiggle from side to side, gently mobilizing those hips, and then slowly back through center. Soften the elbows towards the floor, move the hips towards the heel, and then if you cannot reach the floor, remember, make a tower with your fist or place your block and then lower the forehead towards the floor or any place so you're not holding your neck and your head in the air. Just gentle stretch here of both sides of the spine, the back of the hips. And slowly let's come back to tabletop position. From here, we're going to extend the left leg back, place the weight on your left hand and the right arm by your right ear. Sunbird pose, working with balance and coordination. Here, exhale, flex the knee, flex the elbow around the spine. Inhale, extend and reach. Exhale, flex knee and elbow. Inhale, extend, nice long spine. Exhale, flex. Inhale, extend. Exhale, flex. Inhale, extend. Left knee down, and then the right arm goes under your left arm. Right shoulder goes towards the floor, right ear goes down. If it feels right for your shoulder, wrap the arm behind your back or keep the forearm elbow down towards the floor. Wherever you are, close your eyes. Breathe through our first twist here. And left hand on the left shoulder, gently undo the twist. Let's come to table. Let's move into Balasana, child's pose, and release the neck and the head towards the floor. Take a moment and breathe through the back of your body. And moving back to tabletop position. Draw the belly in. Extend the right leg back. Left arm by your left ear. Inhale, reach. Exhale, flex knee, flex elbow, round. Inhale, extend. Exhale, flex. Inhale, reach and extend. Exhale, flex and round. Inhale, extend. Two more times, flex and round. Inhale, reach through the fingertips and the toes, flex and round. Right hand, right knee down, and then the left arm goes under your right arm. Left shoulder, left ear down, and gently, if it feels right for your right shoulder, relax and breathe through this. And right hand goes under the right shoulder, gently undo the twist, and back to tabletop. Move the hips to the heels. This time, bring the arms down by your side. Allow the shoulders to release, to melt down. Palms are facing up, and you are releasing again the upper spine in between the shoulder blades. Few round of breath. And back slowly to tabletop. From here, Let's place the elbows under the shoulders, tucking the toes under. Let's come to dolphin pose. Interlace the fingers, working on shoulder strength. And gentle inversion as well. Straighten the legs, crown of the head towards the floor, heels towards the mat. Hold in position. Gently keep pressing through the heels. Feel the stretch in the back of both legs. Make sure the crown of the head is pointing towards the floor. And slowly the knees are going down, the top of the feet down. The right hand on the right shoulder, left hand under the left shoulder, and move the hips to the heel. Release pressure from your wrist. Child's pose. Couple, 3 more rounds of breath. Hands under the shoulders, and let's come to again kneeling, all fours position. Okay, so from here, tuck the toes under. We're going to work with core strength, starting from placing the weight in your palms, tucking the toes under, and with the next inhale, knees few inches off the mat, not down, just few inches. It's not a downward dog. Holding position, again, strengthening the core, the arms, the shoulders, the back muscle. Deep inhale, straighten the knees, downward dog. Chin to your chest. Take a deep inhale, lift the heels up, lower the knees to tabletop, top of the feet flat, move the hips to the heels, elbows down, 3 round of breath. Balasana, child's pose. Relax your wrists. Inhale, back to table. Belly goes towards the spine. Tuck the toes under, knees off the mat. Just hold in position. Activate the core. Keep the breath flowing. Don't drop the head. Inhale, straighten, down dog. Chin to the chest, heels towards the mat. Now inhale, heels up, knees to table, top of the feet, move to down, up to child's pose. Relax, take a few rounds of breath. Last round, back to tabletop, belly in, core engaged, tuck the toes. Inhale, knees few inches. Hold and breathe. Inhale, straighten, heels down, chin to your chest. Take a deep inhale, heels up, knees down, table, come to table, move the hips back, and then walk the hands to the left side. Place your right hand on top of your left hand and elbows down, stretch the right side of the spine as you make sure you release the forehead towards the floor. And walking slowly towards the opposite side. And gently, let's come back to tabletop. From tabletop, let's come again to elbows towards the floor. So we're giving a break to the wrist. We're going to keep working on strength of the core. Interlace the fingers, straighten one leg back, straighten the opposite leg back, and you are in plank position, but you are welcome to, let me take this blanket off the mat, and you're welcome to lower the knees down, and but not under the hips, okay, a little bit more back, so you can just lower the belly there, engage the core, tuck the toes under, and don't drop the head. And take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, you move the belly towards the spine. Deep exhale. Inhale, relax the belly. Exhale, move the belly in. Inhale, soften. Exhale, contract. Inhale, soften. Exhale, contract. Inhale, soften one more. Exhale, contract. And then slowly, if you have your knees off the mat, place your knees down. We're going to place the left hand under the shoulder, right hand under the shoulder. Move again to Balasana, and then we relax the shoulders as we bring them down by your side, elbows and shoulders melting down towards the floor. Nice deep breath. And slowly from Balasana, let's find our way to tabletop, tucking the toes to downward dog, chin to the chest. Let's walk the hands slowly, one at a time, towards the feet to Uttanasana, standing forward bend. Bend the knees, let's stretch the spine a little bit more, and then hold from the opposite elbows as you draw the chin to your chest. Inhale and long exhales again. Gravity assisting you to create space in between each vertebrae. Distribute the weight in both feet and then bring the hands towards the hips. Engage the core, keep the chin in, and then slowly move up into Samastiti. Hands to the heart and elbows by your rib cage as you relax any tension in the muscle of your shoulders. Take a moment, reconnect back with the breath. And then slowly lower the hands down towards the floor. So we're going to use the block now. So take your time if you need to go get your block if you don't have your block handy. And of course, always keep your blanket handy. So we're going to work on strengthening muscles of the legs, inner thighs, and hips. So Samastiti, the feet are under the hips. And we are placing the weight in the front and back equally distributed and pressing through the outside of the foot. If you notice your heel, your arches are falling in. Okay, so we're going to place the block in between the inner thighs. And like I say, it's not a decoration. We're pressing and we're engaging those muscles. And to inhale, as you inhale, you're going to sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, flex the knee, flex the elbows into cactus arms, and move into chair pose as you press the block. Straighten the legs, arms overhead, belly in. Press the block. Exhale, flex and lower into chair. Elbows by your rib cage. Press the block, engage, straighten, and reach long spine. Press the block, flex the knee, elbows by your rib cage, and lower. Activate those back muscles. Press the block, straighten, and reach through the fingertips. Inhale and exhale, press and flex, lower. Press, straighten, and reach. 2 more rounds. Press, exhale, cactus, flex, and release the hips back. Press, straighten the knees overhead. 1 more time. Flex, press, and lower. Press, inhale, straighten, and exhale, swan dive. Release the spine, hands towards the floor, and you keep the blocks in between the thighs. Nod your head, yes. Shake your head, no. And inhale, arms to the hips, engage the core, press the block, and lift the spine. Hands to the heart, keep the block in the thighs. Relax your shoulders and elbows. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Press the block, lower into chair. And we're going to lift the left heel up and lower heel down. Right heel up, press the block, heel down. Press the block, both heels up, balance. Heels down, engage the core. Left heel up, press the block, down heel. Press the block, right heel up, press the block, heels down. And press the block and rock forward, both heels, balance, engage the core, and heels down. Last round, press the block, left heel up, heel down, chair pose, go deeper. Press the block, right heel up, exhale down. Last, press the block, both heels up, engage the back muscles, engage the inner thighs, heels down, straighten the legs, reach through the fingertips, arms overhead, swan dive. Remove the block from your thighs, nod your head yes, shake your head no, and then gently bend one knee at a time. Engage the core, hands towards the hips, lift the head, lift the chest, and let's come back to Samasthiti. Hands to the heart, elbows by your rib cage. Take a moment again to reconnect with the breath, to the present moment. Perhaps your breath feels a little bit short or choppy. Try to slow down the breath again. And then slowly release the hands towards the hips. Let's have your legs, the feet, wider than your hips. Heels are coming in, toes are pointing to both corners of your mat. With the next inhale, bring the arms overhead. Exhale, goddess pose, flex the knee, flex the elbows. Notice that my knees are over the ankles. It's not the heels are here. So make sure you have that nice stance, straighten the legs, reach through the fingertips. Flex the knee and lower into your goddess pose. Inhale, straighten and reach. Exhale, flex and down. Inhale, straighten and up. Exhale, flex and down. Inhale one more time, reach, belly in. Exhale, flex and lower, holding position. Inhale, left heel up and down. Right heel up and down. Balance, activate the hips, inner thighs, heels up and heels down. Left heel up, inhale. Exhale, down. Right heel up, inhale. Right heel down. Engage the core and lift the heels. Goddess. Heels down, lower. One more time. Inhale, left heel up and down. Right heel up and down. Engage and both heels up, down. Straighten the legs, arms overhead. Exhale, arms out towards the hips. Shoulders up, back and down. Up, back and down, up, back and down. Rotate the heels and then flex your right knee one step to meet your left foot. Samasthiti, hands to the heart. Reconnect back with the breath. And lower the hands towards the hip. Let's come to the back of the mat and keep your block handy, okay? So with the feet wide as your hips, we're going to flow down with the inhalation overhead, nice long spine. Pull the belly in, chin to the chest, swan dive, hands towards the floor. Nod your head yes, shake your head no. And then slowly from here, let's walk the hands to the front into downward dog. Take a deep inhale, lower the knees down, and then when from tabletop, just move. In my case, I'm going to go with my right hip and the right side of my leg on my right side. Right elbow right under your shoulders and left hand in line with your right elbow. Let's keep working with core, and this time the side. So extend your right leg and the left leg goes over to your left leg. So you bend the knee and cross it over. So you're using that for support, and also you're using your left hand if you need to. So activate the outside of the right hip and the torso. Inhale, lift and down. If you like, you can bring the left arm to the sky. Inhale, up and down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up, down, up, down. One more. Up and down. Hand down, flex both knees. Use the hands to press gently. Move the torso away from the mat. Bring the legs to the front and gently find your way to the opposite side. In my case, I'm on my left side, left elbow under my left shoulder, left leg straight, and the right leg cross it over to your left leg. Use your right hand for support. Remember to activate. And with the inhale, we're going to come with the heel up and down. Inhale, engage and lift. And exhale, down. Inhale, up and down. 3 more. Last round. And from here, lower the hand down, straighten the legs slowly, rotate, and we're going to come to our belly. Take a moment here, make a pillow with both hands, elbows out, take a break. And slowly, let's come to Sphinx pose. So the elbows again, under the shoulders, the arms, the forearms and the palms are parallel, and the legs and the feet are together. So we're pressing through the hips and the pelvis, and we're not just hanging out. We're going to press, engage as you lift the spine forward and then up, and feel those back muscles getting engaged. And keep pressing through the hips and feel the lifting of the chest as you keep getting those muscles stronger. Very important to strengthen back muscles, to open the chest so we can prevent or fight against that shoulders rounding forward and having that rounded upper back. Keep pressing and lifting. Take a deep inhale and then slowly release the chest. Make again the pillows with your elbows out and turn the head maybe to the opposite direction now. And then slowly, hands under the shoulders. Let's counterbalance that back bend to press into child's pose. Release your lower back and stretch both sides of the spine evenly. And lift the head, lift the chest, and now grab your block. So let's all make our way to the front of the mat. And we're going to start, again, this is a little bit of coordination and core work with the block in between the thighs. And then we're going to slowly release the spine towards the floor. Let me adjust my screen so you can see me. There you go. So with the block in between the thighs, we're going to begin lifting the feet off the mat and the arms overhead. okay? So we're going to keep the knees bent and then move the heels slightly forward. Engage the core. Bring the knees over to the hips. Grab your block with both hands. Bring the arms and the block overhead. Straighten the legs up. And then lower with the legs straight halfway down. Inhale, flex the knee. Bring the blocks in between the thighs. Arms overhead. And take a deep inhale. With the knees bent, move the heels halfway down. Engage the lower abdomen. Keep the lower back flat. Bring the knees over the hips. Grab the block. Straighten the legs up and overhead. Bring the block behind you as you lower with legs straight halfway down. Engage the core. Flex the knee. Block in between the thighs. Arms overhead. Keep the knees bent. Lower the heels halfway down. Engage, bring the knees over the hips. Grab the block, straighten legs up and overhead. Same time, bring the arms overhead with the block. Lower the legs halfway down. Flex the knee. A block in between the thighs, arms overhead. With the knees flexed, lower the heels halfway down. This is the last one. Engage, knees over the hips. Grab the block. Straighten the legs up and bring the blocks overhead as you lower the heels halfway down with straight legs. And bring the legs, flex the knee, place the block in between the thighs, lower the heels under the knees, and keep the arms in T position. Gently rock your head from side to side. Make sure your lower back is flat on the floor. Take 2 or 3 more rounds of breath. And then keep the arms into cactus arms, palm facing up. I'm going to press the block and then slowly pick up the pelvis, lower back, middle back, high bridge. Press the block slowly, upper back, middle back, lower back, sacrum down. Press the block, pelvis, lower back, middle back, high bridge. Press gently, 1 vertebra at a time. As you exhale, you lower all the way down. Same thing going up. You press and 1 vertebra at a time. With the inhale, you come into the high bridge. And you press with the inner thighs. You gently release 1 at a time down towards the floor. Couple more. Press gently, in control. With the inhale, you go up. Press in control, gently with exhale, you go down. Last one. Again, working with the inner thigh strength and the hip strength and the opening the front of the body and strengthening. Exhale, lower the back muscles of the spine. And then remove the block, like counterbalance the back bend by hugging the thighs into the chest and just rock from side to side. Good job. Slowly, we're going to begin to go into slowing down. After all that strength, have a full body. We'll work on strengthening the shoulders, the core, the legs, the back muscles all the way. And then slowly lower the feet down. Take a moment here. With the feet to the floor. And lift the feet off the mat into 90-degree angle. In control, slowly let's twist to the left and just stay there. So you use your left hand perhaps to guide the right knee closer to your left. And you turn the head towards your right shoulder. Allow the right arm, the right shoulder to open and feel the stretch in the front, the right side of the torso, the rib cage. And slowly engage the core, back through center, and twist to the opposite side. And engage the core. Slowly bring both legs back to center. Lower the feet down. Let's come into gentle bridge to mainly adjust your spine before we go slowly down towards the floor. Hug yourself again. Stretch your lower back. Breathing in and out. And then hug the left thigh and then straighten the right leg up to the sky. In control, lower the right leg down towards the floor. Now, lower the left foot by your right inner thigh and then open the left as you release the left inner thigh of your left leg, the front of the hip. Relax and breathe. Make sure you're not holding tension in your left hip and glute. And then slowly bring the left knee up. Flex the right knee, place the left foot on top of your right thigh. Let's do our IT band stretch, holding from the shin, from the hamstring, any place, as long as you can feel the IT band in the outside of your left hip, going back, drawing into the chin to the chest. And lower the right foot down. Let's come into half happy baby. Grab the outside of your left foot or the outside of your left leg. Guide the left thigh to the outside of your rib cage and breathe through this. And release the left foot down. Now guide the right thigh into the chest. Extend the left leg up to the sky. Flex the foot, engage the quad, and in control, lower the left leg all the way down. Now lower the right foot by your left inner thigh and then open gently the right knee out. Arms in T position, soften the chest, the front of the shoulders. Deep breath. Right knee comes up, flex your left foot, your left knee, place the left foot down, right foot on top of the left thigh, and let's IT band stretch the right side, holding from the hamstring or the shin. Keep your neck nice and long. Lower the left foot down, half happy baby. Holding from the outside of the foot or the outside of the leg. Guide the thigh to the outside of your rib cage. Try to keep both hips even and breathe through this half happy baby. Let's comes up and let's make this happy, full happy face. Bring the legs up, bring the arms overhead or cactus arms, and flex and point, flex and point, flex and point, flex and point, rotate the ankles, going into the opposite direction. Flexing the knee, lower the feet wide as your mat, let's windshield wiper the legs, let's bring some movement to the body before we settle down in our Shavasana. But first, we're rocking the knees to one side and the head goes to the opposite side. Just a few more rounds like this. And slowly, let's come back to center. Now straighten the right leg to the right corner of the mat, the left leg to the left corner of the mat, and then keep the arms overhead and reach through the corners, the top corners of the mat, and reach to the toes, reach through the fingertips. It's like an X-shaped letter we're doing with the body. Reach, reach, reach. Take a deep inhale, relax the ankles, and then bring the arms down by your side as you turn the palms up. Relax the front of the shoulders, the chest, everything is releasing down towards the floor. You are now in your Shavasana pose. Shavasana is time of reintegration. Shavasana is time of letting go and surrendering into a stillness. Sometimes it's something very hard thing to do. But as we settle down, please take it 3 deep inhales and exhales. And with every exhale, side out, let any tension reminding your body to go. One more. Close your left lips softly. Notice the back of your skull in touch with your mat. Be aware of that small space in the back of the neck, arching away from the floor. Bring the tension to the upper spine, middle back, the back of the rib cage. They are gently releasing towards the mat. And down to your lumbar spine, notice the gentle space. Feel the glutes, back of the hips, hamstrings, releasing towards the floor. There's a little space behind both knees. Notice the hamstrings touching the floor. Be aware of the space behind your ankles. And then your heels are touching the floor again. The front of the entire body is releasing and softening. Every internal organ is finding room. You're letting go. Muscle of the face, the jaw, the tongue, lips, eyelids, forehead. Even your nose and ears are gently releasing and melting down towards the mat. Those arms are feeling heavy. Your palms are turning up towards the sky. And with a regular breathing, you are allowing yourself to come into a deep, deep, gentle rest. Slowly, gently, please begin to deepen the breath. Your head rocks gently from side to side as you bring movement back to the body in a gentle way. You're wiggling toes and fingers. With the next inhale, the arms coming overhead and find space again in between each vertebrae. Inhale, reach through the fingertips, the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, roll over to one side and pause there. Take a moment, like an extension of your Shavasana and fetal position. And the head comes last. Very slowly way, please. Let's all sit together comfortably. If you need to sit on a cushion, on a chair, make sure your spine is up and right. The hands are soft and down to your thighs, elbows soft and relaxed, so as the shoulders, eyes closed or gaze towards the floor. Then to bring the tension to both nostrils. I'm going to experience the inhales and the exhales. Actually, we're going to experience the air coming through the nostrils in and out. Inviting the tension now to the throat. Air is moving in and out. Tension goes down into the rib cage, the chest. Feel the air filling up the lungs and how the air is moving out and up through the throat and the nostrils. Guiding the attention now to the lower abdomen below your navel. And watch the belly moving out and in with the breath. And the tension goes back to the regular breath. The entire body is breathing. And let's guide the hands together into the heart center. Be aware of the body. Be aware of your mind and your heart. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. We're asking for peace, peace, and more perfect peace. And I thank you all very much for being here today. Namaste. Thank you. Okay. Let's hope to seeing you next Tuesday. I'm sorry, Thursday. Today's Thursday. Next Tuesday. I'm still with a traveling mind. Please take care of yourself. See you next Tuesday. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.